When I look into your eyes, it's like watching the night sky. Oh, a beautiful sunrise. There's so much they hold. Just like them old stars, see that you've come so far to be right where you are. How old is your soul? 'Cause I won't give up on us, even if the skies get rough. I'm giving you all my love, still looking up. And when you're needing your space to do some navigating, I'll be here patiently waiting to see what you find. 'Cause even the stars, they burn, some even fall to the earth. We gotta learn to learn. God knows we're worth it. No, I won't give up. I don't wanna be someone who walks away so easily. I'm here to stay and make the difference that I can make. Our differences, they do a lot to teach us how to use the tools and gifts we got. Yeah, we got a lot at stake. And in the end, you're still my friend. At least we did intend for us to work. We didn't break, we didn't burn. We had to learn how to bend without the world caving in. I had to learn what I got, what I'm not, and who I am. And I won't give up on us, even if the skies get rough. Giving you all my love, still looking up. No, I won't give up on us, even if the skies get rough. Giving you all my love, 'cause God knows we're worth it. No, I won't give up. So I won't give up on us, even if the skies get rough. I'm giving you all of my love, I'm still looking up.
Yeah. Welcome, everyone.
There
How's
we go.
everybody
We
doing
won't
today?
give up.
No, we
matter
never
what.
give up, and that's what today is all about. We got the eye of the tiger. All right. So
That's why you're here, right?
all right.
Eye of the tiger, right, Loretta?
So welcome to our Center for Spiritual Living, where we practice the science of mind and spirit, this powerful teaching that just reassures who we are and what we've got. We've got a lot of power, and we are here to use it for good. So thank you for joining us today, and just remember how powerful you are, and that you are the power and presence of spirit, of God, of life force itself. So I am grateful to be here, and grateful to see all of you. So, and everyone online too.
Life force
Yeah.
itself. What else do we need? What else do we need? Right, Charles? Yeah. I'm going to be calling y'all. I'm going to be calling y'all by name by the end of the. So, who is here for the very first time? Yeah,
Not
we
in
all
this
are
room.
in our own little way. But I bet you that as I'm staring with the eye of the tiger at that camera up there, I bet there's somebody there that's probably the very first time. But let's all pretend today, and that's not pretend, there's no illusions here. Let's just all think this is our first day
It
here.
is, in a sense.
And so, see, there comes Ruth. There you are, Ruth. It's just like being at home, isn't it? So, for you that we know are magnificent, let's say who they are. You
Are
magnificent. And since we're all brand new today, put your hands on your heart if it feels good and just say, I am magnificent. Oh, say
So
it
it
again.
is.
I am magnificent. Now just don't keep it in your heart. Let your heart go out and let somebody else know that they are magnificent. Adara, you are. You are magnificent. You are magnificent. You are magnificent. You are magnificent. And Kyle's magnificent. And Kyle's going to bring us into our wonderful opening song here today.
Help me out, all right? Sing along with me.
Yeah, he needs us to sing along.
We know it by now.
Hold on to me as we go, as we roll down these unfamiliar roads. Although this weight is stringing us along, just know you're not alone. I'm gonna make this place your home. Settle down, it'll all be clear. Don't pay no mind to the demons, they fill you with fear. This trouble, it might drag you down. If you get lost, you can always be found. Just know you're not alone, and I'm gonna make this place your home.
My turn. All right. So I'm so grateful for you, Kyle. And I'm grateful to be here, right now, and nowhere else, knowing that the power and the presence of that divine love, that divine spirit is right where I am, right where we all are, moving through us in magnificent, beautiful, amazing ways. And so I know today as we gather here together, to be here on purpose, to remember who we are, to remember why we're here, and to really be the total, complete presence of God walking on earth. That's what we are, and that's what we celebrate today. So I am so grateful to be here, so grateful for the unfolding of this time together, moment by moment by moment, knowing it's all perfect, and I just release my word with that gratitude and let it be, as we say, and so it is.
Settle down, it'll all be clear. And don't pay no mind to the demons, they fill you with fear. This trouble, it might drag you down. If you get lost, you can always be found. Just know you're not alone. I'm gonna make this place your home. All right, mahalo.
All right. Thank you, Jonathan. Reverend Diane, come on up. Reverend Diane's here to lead us in our affirmation, to light the peace candle, and to do all sorts of wonderful things up here. So I guess I could light the peace candle and make use of well, if I had a, I don't have a lighter.
How many
yes, I do.
ministers does it take? But in the
Just
meantime,
one.
no.
Just one. There I am. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Aloha to you. Will you like to join me in our affirmation for this month that we could say it together today? Huh? My life is filled with an unlimited abundance of good. My life is filled with an unlimited abundance of good. My life is filled with an unlimited abundance of good. My life is filled with an unlimited abundance of good.
So as we just take that knowing and just move into our heart space, closing our eyes if it feels comfortable, feeling the beat of our heart, knowing that right there in the center of our being, peace is. And so let's just center in that peace, just for this moment, and allow it to move out from us into the world. Thank you, Reverend Diane, for taking us further into contemplation.
Our contemplative thought for today is from Ernest Holmes' The Science of Mind text. All the power there is, all the presence there is, all the love there is, all the good there is, all the God there is right where you are. All the power there is, all the presence there is, all the love there is, all the peace there is, all the good there is. The only God that is right where you are. In this moment, I remember the truth that the only God there is right where I am. That I live and move and have my very being as a divine expression of the One. And as I go out into the world, I bring the divine with me in all that I say, in all that I do, in all that I believe. And so in this moment, I gather the energy that moves me in amazing ways to speak this word right now. I know that God is all the good there is, and so divine flow of abundance is moving in and through each of our lives as right livelihood, as perfect self-expression, as creativity, and enough and to spare is flowing in to meet every need this day and every day. I give thanks that the divine flow of good is in and through my body as the energy of spirit moves in and through every cell, every muscle, every fiber of my being is energized with spirit right here, right now. There is no room for anything unlike the divine. And so as we stand centered in this, I know the truth for each one of us. That it is that same flow of good in and through our lives, in and through our bodies, in and through our relationships, in and through every aspect of life is the goodness of God. And it is with such a grateful heart that I just allow it more. Thank you, God. Send some more of this amazing life that is happening every day. Thank you, God. Send some more. And so as we gather that up, as we allow it to enrich our lives, as we speak it into the world, as we act as who we know we are, the power, the presence, and the love of God, yes? We are the face of the divine as we go out into the world, and we take it with us into everything we do. And so I give thanks that this prayer doesn't stop here. It doesn't stop in the homes of those on live stream. It doesn't stop on the island of Kauai. It goes out from here in ever widening circles of love and peace and joy. The divine is at hand, and I am grateful for it. And so I simply allow this to come forth through the law of mind and spirit in the most amazing way for each one of us today and each day forward. Let's take it with us. If you agree with this prayer, please join me in saying, and so it is. Mahalo, okay? Akua.
Helele pua ike Ulale anale mua kamoana Hey Ekupala kawa ike kai Ke hoi ho e aloha mai Kauai lehua ala kahonua Kauai lehua ala kahonua Kauai lehua ala kahonua Hey
Thank you, Kyle. Everybody all relaxed? Okay. I guess it's my turn. I'm going to sing a song first. Yay.
Spend your whole life building something from nothing. One storm can come and blow it all away. Build it anyway. You can chase a dream that seems so out of reach, and you know it might not ever come your way. Dream it anyway. God is great, but sometimes life ain't good. And when I pray, it doesn't always turn out like I think it should. But I do it anyway. Yeah, I do it anyway. This world's gone crazy, and it's hard to believe that tomorrow will be better than today. Believe it anyway. You can love someone with all your heart for all the right reasons, and in a moment they can choose to walk away. Love them anyway. God is great, but sometimes life ain't good. And when I pray, it doesn't always turn out like I think it should. But I do it anyway. I do it anyway. Chase a dream that seems so out of reach, and you know it might not ever come your way. Sing it anyway. Yeah, sing it anyway. I dream, I sing, I love anyway. Oh, I love anyway. I love anyway.
I was touched by this song because I went into the into Google and I just put in songs about perseverance, because that's what we wanted today, was songs about perseverance, and that was the first song that came up. And actually, I'd never heard it before, so so I just kind of learned it this week. But it really had the message that I want to just implant today, if you choose to receive it, that even though it seems like things could be this way or that way, or things happen in our lives that don't seem, good for whatever reason, that we can never, ever, ever, ever lose faith. I don't even want to say hope. We can never lose faith that we matter. We matter, and what we do matters, what we think matters, and what we are matters, and we all have a purpose here. And I am so grateful for the science of mind and spirit, like I said last week, because no matter what's happening and the times that I have suffered and gone through all sorts of things, I always know that there's a reason for it, and I find the reason if I'm willing to be where I am and not like try to be somewhere else, but to just be right where I am and actually look. Our philosophy calls for 100% responsibility. That really sometimes turns people off. Well, I'll take 80%, and then I'm like, well, who has the other 20%? Okay, I don't want to think that somebody else, that an outside condition or a condition that I'm experiencing is who I am, and that I'm not responsible for the whatever it is, the blessing that is coming to me throughout whatever I'm experiencing. So I read this quote before, but I'm going to read it again, because the science of mind is not about just being positive. Sometimes we get a bad rap because there's the positive people. Yeah, we're positive, but we're not just positive. Because being just positive doesn't mean anything. It's just like saying words that don't matter. When you say all is good and it's really not good, behind it all might be good coming through, but in the moment, it's not very good. So when you look at your life and something's going, don't deny what's happening. I know for myself, I like to, if I'm having problems with my finances or something, I like to look at the figures and go, okay, there it is. Now what am I going to do about it? What am I going to know about that? And then I go into spiritual mind treatment, and that's the way I approach it. Everybody has their own way. But to just put it aside and go, oh no, everything's good, is not what this teaching is about. Ernest Holmes wrote, I think I read this quote before, but it's worth repeating. In the science of mind, we do not say everything is all right when it is all wrong. We do not say peace when there's no peace. But rather we try to discover what is wrong and why we do not have peace. So we got to go within and say to ourselves, why is this happening? What do I need to know? What's my place in this? What can I know more of to bring peace? Not just, everything's fine, everything's good. No. But we are rather to discover what is wrong and why we do not have peace. Why we do not say that people are not poor, that they're not sick, that they're not unhappy. We don't say that. We don't walk around with clouds over our eyes, rosy-colored glasses going, this isn't going on. No, but we do ask why these things should be. If the original cause of all things, the original cause Diane was praying from before, that original perfection of life, if it's harmonious, perfect, radiant, happy, joyful, filled with beauty, filled with love, this clear energy that's never been touched by anything, then we have to ask ourselves, well, why? And that's the whole discovery of this teaching, is going in there and saying to myself, this is who I really am. This is who I am. Even if I'm experiencing this, I am harmony. I am perfection. And then to contemplate on that and to really bring it into your life. And instead of trying to argue why it's not true, try to yes, exactly what I said. Instead of trying to argue why it's not true or find reasons to argue for your limitations, just say, what if I am harmonious? What if I am perfect? What if I am rich? What if I am abundant? What if I am filled with health? What if that? Because, right? So, it's not a get rich. No, for these people, whoever they are, that divine right action is in place, whatever is occurring. Yes, I am. I'm getting the sound effects. So it's not a get-rich-quick plan. It's not like you come to the science of mind teaching and then you're like, everything's hunky-dory now, and hunky-dory. Where'd that come from? Is that a word? I don't know. What does that even mean? Okay. Everything's really, all of a sudden shifts and everything is fine. I mean, that's possible. I mean, it is possible. But more than likely, you're going to go down a road and you're going to have a journey and you're going to go into yourself. Because if you're afraid to go into yourself and really look within yourself and really find that core of who you are and actually do your best to peel away all the rest of the stuff to bring it forward, oh my God, you are going to have the most amazing gifts. Let's keep knowing for whatever's happening out there. So Ernest Holmes says, and I think this man is a genius, anybody that could take all that he took and put it together and make it make sense and make it something that we can use has to be a genius. Anyway, he said that the world is soon going to realize that we've learned all through suffering. Do you believe that? Yep. Yes. That we'll actually come to a point in our evolution where we'll say, this suffering thing doesn't really work for me very well anymore. And, but while it's still here, we have to acknowledge it. And we have to find out what it's trying to tell us because it's a big lesson and it's something individual to each of us. It's not like I can tell you what it is for you, but it's here, and the more we can go in and not be afraid of it and know and have faith and conviction that all is well, because the power that we speak about here, the power that we are, is greater than any of it. It's greater. Ernest Holmes' most famous quote is, there's a power for good in the universe greater than we are, and we can use it. It's greater than what we're experiencing. It's greater, and it's here within us. That's why we can use it, but we haven't been using it to its totality. So when that song says God is great, but sometimes life ain't good, I had trouble with those words because I was like, well, is that really science of mine? But when I pray, it doesn't always turn out like I think it should. I was like, no, that's true. God is great, just what I've been telling you, but sometimes life ain't good. And when I pray, it doesn't always turn out like I think it should, because usually it's turning out just like I think I need in the moment. And I'm going to learn something from the way it turns out. And the clearer I get on who I am, then I'm going to see my life unfolding with a purpose that's even better and better. You have to start where you are, and then, because every time you pray, there's an answer. We don't just pray and some people get answers and some people don't. First of all, we're coming from the prayer. In this teaching, we're not praying to something outside of us, waiting for it to decide what it's going to give us or not give us. We're praying from in here, from within, from that power. And the more that we can recognize that power as us, the more powerful our prayers are going to be, the more power they'll have, right? So that's what we're looking at. So what does it take? It takes the eye of the tiger. And so it takes being humble, it takes being willing to explore, but it takes the eye of the tiger. And what's the eye of the tiger? I didn't know this until I read it, that the eye of the tiger actually refers to what the tiger's prey last sees before it is being killed. It is a reference to impending death of the prey. When a tiger goes in for the kill, I didn't know this, it turns its ears backwards and it shows the spots on the back of each ear, and that's the tiger's eyes. I know, I thought it was his eyes, right? So, yeah. And if you look, you can put it in Google, and you can see what it is. It's these two like eyes, white spots. So how does that have to do with the science of mind? Well, if you have the eye of the tiger, you're going to kill all those limited beliefs, all that crap that you're holding on to that's not letting you be as powerful as you are. That's what you're going to do. So that's why you have to have the eye of the tiger. And what does a tiger do? It goes out and hunts, right? And it doesn't give up because, it's hungry. I don't want to ever see a tiger. I think I saw one in prior life, and that was enough for me. But but that idea of the eye of the tiger. So that's what I want to leave you with. And there's a beautiful prayer by Ernest Holmes that says, it's in the text in the in the part with the meditations, and we used to say it on Sundays when we first came here, and I'm not even going to use the word shall. I'll say, I keep the promise that I have made to myself. I never again tell myself that I am poor, sick, weak, or unhappy. I do not lie to myself anymore, but daily speak the truth to my inner soul, where all your beliefs are. Your subconscious is your soul, telling it it's wonderful, it's marvelous, that it is one with the great cause of all life, truth, power, and action. I whisper these things into my soul until it breaks forth into songs of joy with the realization of its limitless possibilities. I assure my soul. So assure your soul and get that eye of the tiger. All right? Yeah. Okay. Oh.
Back on the street, did my time, took my chances. Went the distance, now I'm back on my feet. Just a man and his will to survive. So many times it happens too fast. Change your passion for glory. Don't lose your grip on the dreams of the past. You must fight just to keep them alive. It's the eye of the tiger, it's the thrill of the fight. Rising up to the challenge of our rival. And the last known survivor stalks his prey in the night. And he's watching them all with the eye of the tiger. Rising up, straight to the top. I had the guts, got the glory. I went the distance, now I'm not gonna stop. Just a man and his will to survive. It's the eye of the tiger, it's the thrill of the fight. Rising up to the challenge of a rival. And the last known survivor stalks his prey in the night. And he's watching us all with the eye of the tiger. It's the eye of the tiger, it's the thrill of the fight. Rising up to the challenge of our rival. And the last known survivor stalks his prey in the night. And he's watching us all with the eye of the tiger.
Did it! He just learned that, just so you know.
Oh. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Yeah. And I thought, wouldn't it be really cool to have this song today? And here it is.
You say.
What did I say?
Nothing. Nothing.
I believe I'm center stage now, Miss Rita.
Turn my mic off.
No, but I am so grateful grateful for you to do that. First of all, it brings back an incredible memory for me. It brings me back to Los Angeles, 1982, I believe. It was all the way back there during the time of Rocky. That was what this was all about, and that's when we were like, every time we heard the song, we were like, yeah, Adrian! No, but I love this whole idea of the Eye of the Tiger. I'm not so thrilled with her Eye of the Tiger, that turning it, and I'm seeing death for them. And the last time but we're going to take another direction with the Eye of the Tiger. But that is very, very true. But I love these lyrics. So many times it happens too fast. You trade your passion for glory. Don't lose your grip on the dreams of the past. You must fight just to keep them alive. Right there, I mean, just grasping that out of there. So I ask all of us today, what is our passion? What is our passion? What are we here for besides fixing and figuring out all the problems of our lives? Right? We're not here for that. We're here to discover a passion that I believe is the divine urge coming forth. And sometimes we think, unless it's really huge, because that's our social media, unless everybody knows you're doing something huge, then it means nothing. And sometimes, I mean, just waking up in the morning for some people is really a passionate thing to do because they're going through whatever it is that they're going through. I mean, do you have the Eye of the Tiger? And for me, the Eye of the Tiger is just that incredible, incredible focus. The one that doesn't let all of the distractions in. Working on this talk has been so, thank you again, because that music really adds to it. And what I thought this week is I thought, where do I have the Eye of the Tiger? It's important for me. It doesn't have to be important to anyone else, but it's so important to me because we can slowly but surely lose our focus. And I have this 5 F's for me for the Eye of the Tiger. And yeah, 5 F's. Wait till you get to the last one. No, and sometimes you do have to use the F word, which is focus. Focus, because there's an intention. Without the decision to do it, power of decision. The decision comes first. Has to. And then it has to be focused. How many times I thought this week, I've distracted myself. How I've allowed little things to distract me off my focus. But the focus isn't going to be any good to anyone if you don't know what it is. We're always saying, what do you really want? And then with the other F, we need fuel. What's fueling your intention? What's fueling your focus? What is fuel? What is that fuel? Oh, and then that lovely F word that I love so much. What fuels me is feeling. Feeling. I focus, I fuel up. That's what we're doing here on Sundays. That's what we're doing when we're listening to people inspire. That's what we're here to do. Yeah, we're here to teach, but we're here to inspire. Something that maybe I say, even if it's only a brief little moment, might inspire you to go back to your focus. Have we not had a lot of distractions that, let's say, I don't know, last year or so? But we're always going to have distractions if we let them be distractions for us. There are people that have been distracted and yet they have been totally focused. And then we have that thing called faith. We're focused, we fuel up, we feel it. I can't do anything. I always know, I told Rita, if I'm not excited about it, most likely it will never occur. It will probably never occur for me. I may think about it. I may go, I'd really want that. And you know, they did a clinical trial on the spirituality stuff. They did a critical trial on feelings. And they did like a barometer of somebody who goes, I really want that. Oh, that'd be great. And then they took the barometer all the way to 10, where not only do I want it, that's mine. That's mine. I own that. I own my focus. I own my intention. Not I cross my fingers and just maybe. And I really realized that. I realized that when I went to LA at 18, when I got on that road, Highway 5, I'm going to Hollywood, man, and cranking up the song with Survivor, The Eye of the Tiger. And then I got there, and they went, "Who are you?" "I got the Eye of the Tiger." "So do the other 100 people that are waiting in line for you." But I don't care. And those are the distractions. The minute you get to Hollywood, they're there. Oh, such good well-wishers, letting you know how you're never going to make it. And every actor you meet, "What's it like, man?" "Oh, man. Get used to waiting tables." Thank you. Because that's why I need the eye of the tiger. Because this is what brings us down with it. And this faith is a guarantee. Because I don't have faith just in that. I have faith in the power that works within me, as me. And that gives me what I want more than anything, and that's freedom. Freedom. Freedom to say that my word means something. As Rita was saying, we're worth anything. Anything I want, it is mine. It is mine. So Saturday, I got all excited. I didn't sweat, though, because it's a little cold in here, so I didn't do any sweating. But, so yesterday, I started checking out people that have really had the eye of the tiger, which is so many. So many people have gotten through so much. And that people have been talking about the apocalypse. So I looked up the apocalypse. Good minister would. The Greek root meaning is revealing and uncovering. That's what apocalypse, I was always about apocalypse. Boom, boom, things jumping out. But apocalypse just means get out of the way. Because I got the eye of the tiger. I just revealed something about myself. I just revealed something, and that means that I have the perfect relationships. It means I have all the money I could ever want. Oh, really? Check it out. Let's look at your bank book, your checkbook, whatever that thing. We don't even use them anymore, do we? Checkbooks. And I say, you need to step aside, because I got the eye of the tiger. I don't have time in my life now. I have time for how are we gonna move with what's going on. I've got time for that. I don't have any more time for doom and gloom, because I found out apocalypse is not happening, and it is happening right now. It's revealing and uncovering. So I have a new bromance. We'll pop into that, besides Kyle. My bromance is with a guy named Jeff Griffin. I don't know if anyone's heard of him. I never did. But I started looking. It's like a Joe Dispenza. Started looking at all these people that life said, you're never going to make anything of yourself because you can't, and if not, I'll break your back. And this is what happened to Jeff Griffin. He was a sports guy, went up there in the construction over the summer and fell 40 feet, and all of his dreams, everything he had ever planned. And so I always think to myself, why are we looking for people like that? Is it because misery enjoys company? No, because we want to see people that are saying, that was really hard, and I did it anyway. Yeah. So this guy, Jeff Griffin, has a book called Impossible, but really it's I Am Possible. So he has this book, which I did not read, but this is what he said when he was paralyzed. He said, that's when I realized that this paralysis was nothing new. Fasten your seatbelts, people. That's when I realized that this paralysis was nothing new. In fact, most of us are paralyzed by the complacencies of our own minds and fail to realize it. And that one was like, oh, got me in the back, the front, all at the same time, man. I went, yeah, I've been paralyzed, and I didn't even fall off of a building. Paralyzed with fear, paralyzed with doubt, paralyzed with no self-love for a moment. And he went on, and I just thought to myself, and he said what changed his life was two things. One was the ability to hope. That was what got him out. And In Science of Mind, we have a little thing about hope. And I'm going to get into that for a moment. That's what changed his mind. But what really did is he was just barely walking. By the way, he's in a wheelchair, but he does walk now. And he did similar to Joe Dispenza. He's taken a long time, but he competed in his wheelchair and did all of that. But he met a guy when he was in rehab for his thing, and he met a guy and a whole bunch of people, and this guy had this like almost like a halo around his head that was holding his brain together, because he was in there for the rehab and if they took that off, the brain would completely go like this. And he's like looking at this guy, and he's over here crying, Jeff is, and he's going, how could God, it's the Latter-day Saints, I believe, he said, how could God do this to me? Do you notice isn't it nice not to believe that there's a God outside ourselves that would do that to me? Because I don't believe that. I don't believe there would be a God outside, but he did, and he's crying. This guy walks up to him, and he can barely move himself, and the whole room is like filled, and he's crying. He's, God, why? And he came up and he said, why you cry? And his whole world changed, because he felt, what does he call it? I just love it. He said, I was in the sauna of self-pity. I was in the sauna just letting it all go. And sometimes that's healthy to just let all that. But when he looked at this guy barely being able to even speak the words of why are you crying, and cared enough to get himself over there with this thing on his, all of a sudden, hope bursted within him. And so this interesting thing about hope, I love that. One of his talks was called The Exit, the Sauna of Self-Pity. And that doesn't mean we can't take a moment to feel sorry for ourselves. Why not? I've had so many pity parties that, well, I don't have them as much anymore, but they serve their purpose. It's just that when you're in day 4, and then you're inviting everybody else over to help you with your party, that isn't as much. But he said, and this is something else, my new bromance is going. He said, we reject what we don't understand. Now we reject what we don't understand, and we base our possibilities on what we know. That sounds like a good thing, depending upon how you know, what you know. So for me, that is dangerous, because if I'm only basing my possibilities on what I know today and what I've read today and what I see today, that could be very, very dangerous, because I don't know how far I'm going to, the eye of the tiger, I'm going to get there. So let's talk about hope for just a moment. He said hope changed his whole world. Well, this is what Ernest Holmes says about hope. Hope is good. People never really like this one, but I'm going to even put on the glasses for this one, make sure I don't cheat him. Hope is good. It is better than despair. But it is a subtle illusion and is an unconscious compromise. Now, before you get all crazy, because we all love hope, because hope is better than despair, but do you understand, or at least open up to understand, how it could be a subtle illusion? How it could be an unconscious compromise? Because if I hope, that means that there's a possibility that it won't happen. So I'm actually walking from that place. But hope got him out because he has a different idea of hope. This was his definition of hope. The ability to reach out to the future, grab onto your dreams, and bring it back to the present in spite of your past. Let's hear it again with gestures. The ability to reach out to the future. Yeah, that's it. Reach out. There's out there. To the future. You grab on to the dreams that you've had, the desires, and you bring it back home to this present moment in spite of what all the niggler-wigglies things are doing. All those, what are they called? Wigglers. The wigglers that are in your mind going, you can never do it. No, you reach out, you pull it back and say, okay, let's go. That's power. And it's not fake, it's authentic. No matter what it is, a relationship, money, health, your health isn't, reach out. And I said, there's my future self. I got the eye of the tiger. I see you. Teach me, future self. Come here. Yeah. Okay. And I'm going to stay right here in spite of what they say. They say I can't do it. It'll never happen. It'll never work. You'll never get a relationship. This will never happen. You'll never build a center. They don't want you on an island. We pulled it in. Wow. I got all wrapped up in that. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying, ooh. I like that. You know, it isn't always, isn't this? I'm feeling rather spiritual today. I've got the eye of the tiger. No, you hurt my feelings. It's all right. I've got the eye of the tiger. No, sometimes it's like, yes. And sometimes those people are in, and you have to say, I love you. Could you get out of my way? I can't go to where I'm going because you keep coming in to tell me why I can't do it. You keep telling me that. I'm going to argue for my limitations. Those days are over. What if we argued, or didn't even argue, what if we just did the what if, the what if, the what if, the what if? What if that doesn't happen? What if I move and that happens? And what happens if? What if they don't do, what if? What if, as Rita was saying, that we are magnificent, that we are harmonious, that everything that I think of just appears right here where I am. Why? Because I am the power of God. I am power of life. Use me, as we were saying, when sometimes you feel difficulty, like I don't feel well or this isn't happening, just get out of your way. Get out of the way. Say, I have no clue how to do this, man. Oh, make it 2021. I don't have any idea. And you just go, and you turn it over. You're still going to get the credit for it, man. It's all right. You know, that's my newest little plump. Hate to. All of a sudden I told Rita, it's like, I say, I'll never say that in the center. Never. But I thought to myself, this is so true. I thought, I'm really clear why I won't give it up and let God good, whatever. Because how am I going to get the credit for it? Because I want Patrick to have Gaia the tiger and went through all by myself and there was no God. I did it. That's deep revelations when you got to tell on yourself like that. Because you notice I didn't say you did. I said, I did. That's leadership, by the way. When you can say, oh my God, that little ego wanted me to say I made it to the top of the mountain. I needed no one. I did it all myself. You couldn't get up early enough in the morning to be able to do it all yourself, my friends. But what we can do is start really utilizing who we are. So I'm going to end with a quote from Ernest Holmes. And it was kind of nice because it kind of goes right with what yours was. How y'all feeling? Yeah. I feel it's centered. That's the word that I would feel that in my body that I feel right now. That there's and it like there, and it says, wow, I'm centered. And we can be there anytime we want. And sometimes it doesn't mean pull in my center. Sometimes it's like, my center. That's what I want, my center. So, Ernest, back to Mr. Holmes, Dr. Holmes. One should never allow himself to think of or talk about limitation or poverty. Now, we've all learned that lesson. It's not that you cannot have things going on in your life, but once you've told them once or twice, it's no longer news. There you go. It's no longer. So all that you need now is the eye of the tiger. I'm in a mess. I'm going to get out of that mess because I'm going to use the power that is within me. Life is a mirror, and it will reflect back to us what he or she thinks about it. And you've already proven it. Look at your lives. How did that happen? Check it. Check it for a moment. You're not bad people. You're wonderful people. You're people that say, wow, look at what's at my door. Hello. Ooh, yeah. The more spiritual the thought, the higher its manifestation. And then he clears that up before everybody goes, well, what's the highest spiritual manifestation? Spiritual thought means an absolute belief in, an absolute belief in, and a reliance upon truth. This is both natural and normal. I want to go back to this truth thing, because that's the first thing. Yeah, that might be your truth, but what about my truth? I'll be with you in a minute. I'm just going to argue some more from my limitation. But here's the deal. Absolute and reliance upon the truth. That's what we were talking about earlier. That power that is ours. That power, that's truth for me. Truth is for me, if I say anything less about myself than I am magnificent, I am loving, I am the presence of God, anytime anything else comes out of my mouth, I'm stupid, why'd I do that? That is a lie. It has no existence except for the existence that you give it and the people in your life want to give it. No. The eye of the tiger. God is the eye of the tiger. Yeah. And so, I believe you're going to get your prey because you're going to pray on it. You're going to stop talking about it. We're going to pray on it. And it's guaranteed. Guaranteed. Or your spiritual coinage back. There it is. So before we close this, I just want you to close your eyes for a moment. And not be afraid of that silence. That place inside of you that is filled with dreams and desires, filled with pure potentiality. And I want you to take one of those things you nabbed out of the future thought, and pull it back in right now to your heart. Pull it back in. Pull it to your heart. And just gently say, I have the eye of the tiger. Yes. Yes. Reach out again. Pull it in, and this time. I have the eye of the tiger. Let the people across the street hear it. I have the eye of the tiger. And so it is.
Every time you see me go like this, that'll be your trigger. Oh my God, it's too much. We are a great group. Okay. Thank you for your donations today. Thank you for giving back to Center for Spiritual Living Kauai. Thank you for sustaining the center and its mission, and for being part of the Ohana. Thank you. So I am grateful. You are grateful.
I'm
we are all
grateful. And I'm grateful for everyone online too that lives on the mainland or wherever, and they still continue to really love and support us to make sure that we're here once all this craziness, they can get in easy. You know what I mean?
They're all making
we
plans
love you.
too.
Thank you.
All right, let's sing. What's that?
Oh, nothing.
All that I see,
Did you just sneeze?
all that I've been, and all that I'll ever be. It's a blessing, It's so amazing, and I'm grateful for it all. And all that I am, all that I see, all that I've been, and all that I'll ever be. It's a blessing, it's so amazing, and I'm grateful for it all. So I lift up my hands now, and I open my heart, and my gratitude goes out to everything near and far. So I lift up my hands now, and I open my heart, and my gratitude goes out to everything near and far. And all that I am, all that I see, all that I've been, all that I'll ever be, it's a blessing, it's so amazing, and I'm grateful for it all. All that I am, all that I see, all that I've been, and all that I'll ever be, it's a blessing, it's so amazing, and I'm grateful for it all.
Beautiful.
Oh my goodness, I am so grateful for it all. Thank you for the blessings of sharing who you are and what you are with Center for Spiritual Living Kauai. Mahalo to you for being who you are, the generous beings that you are, and allowing this gift to come to us, pressed down and overflowing to go back out in the world and do good. And so we are grateful. Mahalo.
Thank you. Thank you, Reverend Diane. Thank you, Kyle. Thank you, Sue. All right. Do we have children? I don't need any children are coming. All right. So, well, we'll start the announcements while they're coming. So, Diane, why don't you do yours? Why don't you do yours? Why don't you do your announcement?
Yeah, I was just going to do that, then I realized the kids were coming. And then
I'm looking forward to dancing with gratitude with all of you on November 30th from 6 to 8 p.m. I hope you'll join me. It's just $25, and you get to join us either live stream or in person. Please sign up in advance and join us for a little bit of meditation, a little bit of movement, a little bit of conversation about what it's like to live in the flow of good and dance with gratitude in your heart. Yes?
Yes.
Yes, all right.
Yes.
Join me.
All right. Thank you, Reverend Diane. Okay. Oh, here they come.
There they
Come on
are.
up, guys.
Come on down.
So funny. We have all boys. We've got all boys today.
Is that?
Let's get them a microphone.
Hey, guys.
Excuse me.
How y'all doing? Good? Yeah.
I've got number
too.
1 for them, Jonathan.
Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
We had fun doing a lot of different activities upstairs today. I'll let them share what their favorite one was because we had a variety of things going on.
We sang like a really funny song. I have no idea what it's called. And it was funny watching the other people do the dance things.
What was your favorite part, Beckham?
We drawed circles and made pictures in them.
I also like this song. It was funny watching people do it.
Yeah, we created a focus wheel. We did a meditation, sang some songs, and had all kinds of fun.
And Ms. Janice, while you were up there,
Yes.
why don't you just, we're starting to build our youth, and we're building the center. We're upstairs now in 208. We have that going. But there's a couple of ways that you can benefit and can help this youth that you want to.
We would love to have, if you have a special interest or skill that you would like to share with the children, we would like to invite you in. If you feel like you want to spend one Sunday a week with the kids, or you know someone who would like to help out in the youth program, yes, a month. And I think it's really fun, and just keep your ears open and your hearts open about it, because we're in a really good position right now to expand. We have so many things in place already. We're just looking for that support with other adults.
And a couple other things. You can actually go upstairs at the end just to kind of be a part of it if that's not your thing, and help them clean up, help them bring it down. It's just getting us more involved with our youth, so you can feel and kind of connect the two. So it's not always a big commitment. They're doing, Tim Marie's quite involved in it as well. That's Tim Marie. She's they're doing monthly things, so you can get involved in that. She doesn't want to do it every month, but if you thought of an idea for the kids for a month, I mean, to bring them into outside activity, or bring them in your home for a month or two, and then and feed them and support them, and then that'll be. Oh, you guys are a rough crew. Yes.
May I just add that it could be something as small as once or twice a year, and if there's a
Yes.
vacation, it could be a really small job.
Right.
All right.
Right. That's the whole idea, so you don't feel
It's good.
overwhelmed.
All right, let's give them their blessing.
Yes, let's.
You are amazing. You are perfect. You are magnificent, and we love you. Thank you. Thank you, Miss Janice. Thank you. Yay. All right.
Yay. So a couple more. This Friday night is the Upside for our spiritual.
Is it this Friday? Yeah, it is.
It is.
Right.
It is this Friday, right after Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. I don't know.
The Upside is a film based on a French film called The Untouchables, about a man who is a quadriplegic, a very rich man who hires a young parolee to be his caretaker. It's a really good relationship.
And they develop
film.
a wonderful relationship.
It's good. And then Diane already told you about hers. And then Dr. Peggy is doing a class only on Zoom, and it sounds like it's going to be amazing. She's creating it herself, and it is inspired by all the stuff going on in the world right now, trying to find forgiveness, reconciliation, peace. That's what it's about. And it's going to include some very rich discussion and tools to use to assist us during this time of challenge. And you can talk to her more about it. You could email her or call her if you have her number. And it's going to be 4 weeks starting December 1st to December 22nd. She only wants 15 people because she wants to be able to have rich discussion. And if you have too many people, you can't do that. So anyway, and it's $75 for all the 4 weeks. And it's only on Zoom again. And again, you have to sign up ahead to get the link. And the only other thing is to put the concert on your calendar for December 2nd. December 5th. Excuse me. It's a Saturday, and it'll be at 2 in the afternoon, live from here. There will be nobody in the room besides the singers.
Streamed.
But it'll be a lovely Christmas concert to get us all in the mood for the holidays and to enjoy some inspiration and upliftment through music.
Exactly.
Right? So
and
that's
some of our
and Santa Claus is even going to be there.
I heard. Traditionally, we have a lot of stuff in these months like this. Would have been a Thanksgiving potluck, but everything. You know what? We're just redoing and shifting, and it's all powerful. But can I talk about this prayer?
Yes.
Yes. So as you came in, we have a box that we always, I don't know if you remember it, but it's for treatments, and you write that down, and then we take it and we just sit with it in our prayer container, and that's very powerful, and that's a gift that we give to you. So I took it out from the corner and put it right up there. And here's just a real quick about prayer. Prayer doesn't always have to be, there's 4 of them that I like to look at. One is crisis prayer, where something really is happening and you need that right now. But we don't have to wait for that. We can reach out and bring that future in right here. Go stop by. Say, I'd love treatment about this. It doesn't have to be when we're, right in the middle of crisis. As a matter of fact, it is such a better place to be if you're sitting there with gratitude prayer. Just, if your life is going so great, which is wonderful, that's what then more greatness, man. More greatness. You know what? Take some time for me this week and do a treatment about even more for me. That's what I want prayer to start to feel like, what treatment to start to feel like. That we don't wait. You know, I've talked to people, they say, Patrick, you know, I'm okay now. I mean, I'm kind of on the edge, but if I get really into a crisis, I'll give you a call. Why would we wait for that? So my point is that even if your lives are going wonderful, we don't get credit or any extra points or $1 for everything that you do out there. But that box, I just want to take it and just go, come on, let's pray about that. Let's stop talking about it. Let's pray about it. So that's how I feel. When you come up to me, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to treat. If you come up to me and you say, I got to talk to you, Charles comes, I got to talk to you, Patrick. Let's treat. Let's treat first. Then we'll talk. Let's treat first. The eye of the tiger. That's what we're about. So I left it out there. Do it what you may. Don't worry. I'm not judging it if the box is empty and when you go. Don't worry about it. No. But anyway, and Diane is here. Reverend Diane is here today, and she'll go out and do a prayer with you if you. And then you know the thing. I'm going to make the mask thing very quick. If you're standing and you're out there, you need to have this mask on, and not the down by the lips or down there. We're talking about over the nose. I don't want to get all parental, but that's how it is. Today, Rita and I have a session that we must do immediately following this. So we're going to dart to our office. So don't think that we're rude, and then go out and socialize. But make sure you're out because we're really following it, following the mandate because things are getting a little different here on the island. And I just know that our prayer daily is that with love and the eye of the tiger and the infusing love that we can, that this COVID will lift itself and return to its native nothingness. It wasn't there before. It doesn't have to be again. So all I know is that the only thing that it's going to have is love. And love will dissipate. Hate will keep it around for another couple years. So let's stop it and go in there. Love you all. Happy Thanksgiving.
All right,
oh my gosh. Give yourselves a big hug. Oh, Kyle.
It's all yours, Patrick.
All right, you guys know the words, sing along. Good. Sometimes in our lives, we all have pain, we all have sorrow, but if we are wise, we know that there is always tomorrow. Lean on me when you're not strong, I'll be your friend, and I'll help you carry on, for it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. Come on, my brother, you need a hand. We all need somebody to lean on. I just might have a problem that you'll understand. We all need somebody to lean on.
I'll lean on you. Can I lean on you, Kyle?
Sure.
You can, with that eye of the tiger. So what I know in this moment is I'm just flowing, overflowing with gratitude as I look out to each and every one of you and see that eye of the tiger. And knowing that prayed up that we are. Because it's gratitude. Wherever gratitude makes itself known, love appears. Moving mountains. That's how powerful we are. And I am so filled with gratitude right now as I look around this room at each and every one of you, as I look up at that live streaming that people are in their homes saying, oh, yeah, I want a bite of that. Give me that. Yeah, I like that. And that all happens because Rob Jones, that's Rob with 2 B's, make sure that happens with the cohort next to him, Jonathan, who makes sure that it all crystal sound. We've got Ron Stover back there. Ron Stover, a man of many, 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 many talents, and it all comes from love. We got Roseanne, the bookstore. Look at her, ready for you to go take a couple of those books, The Power of Decision. Because that's all we're doing right here is we're deciding to be grateful. And I am so grateful for Reverend Diane and how she channels in and allows Spirit to just be a conduit for her. She stands up here and gives that part of herself, of God's self. We're not alone. We're not doing this on our own, my friends. Spirit is right here where we are in every moment, no matter what. And Kyle, it's your birthday, but it's not. No. But I just wanted to say that. We just love you. You have been such an incredible addition to our lives here at CSL Kauai. Oh, and our Malama team, which was Sue and Emma. And Sue went in there and she counted money and counted the abundance with Roseanne. And this lady right here, that I know that when she sings, and I can see some of you watching me watch her, because I get the memo. They said we never know to watch Rita or watch Patrick watching Rita. I'm on to you. I have the eye of the tiger, man. I have the eye of the tiger. Thank you for being everything that you are. And I know you think I'm going to thank myself right now, but I'm just going to allow Spirit to just move through to close this incredible treatment. To know that whatever desire, whatever dreams that are required within your individual sacred journey, it is already accomplished right here in the mind of God. That's what I'm grateful for. I'm grateful that today is the day that we allowed Spirit to move through us with such gratitude, knowing that everything is possible with the eye of the tiger. So with that, I just say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And we release this word right here from law, as together we say. And so it is. Lean on me.
Lean on me when you're not strong. I'll be your friend and I'll help you carry on. Lean on me, for it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. Come on, call me, oh baby, call me. Call me if you need a friend. Oh, baby, now call me if you need a friend. Oh, baby. Lean on me. Mahalo.